The chill of the Cabrini green wind whipped through the shattered windows of the abandoned apartment, carrying the faint, sweet scent of decay and the lingering echo of his name. Candyman, the whispered invocation, a desperate plea for terror, still clung to the crumbling walls like cobwebs. Daniel Robitaille, the Candyman, felt the familiar surge of power, the dark, intoxicating rush that came with his manifestation. But this time, the sensation was different, tainted with a cold, alien dread that seeped into his very being. The familiar urban decay of his domain was being replaced by something other. The air grew thick and heavy, a suffocating blanket of fog that swirled and writhed like a living entity. The graffiti-strewn walls of the apartment seemed to warp and twist, the familiar cityscape dissolving into a nightmarish tableau of gnarled trees and distorted shadows. The rusty pipes, the shattered glass, all faded into an unnerving silent dread. A low resonant hum pulsed through the floor, a vibration that resonated deep within his soul, a primal call that demanded his attention. The reflection in the cracked mirror, usually his own haunting visage, shimmered and distorted, revealing a glimpse of an endless, shifting void. He felt a pull, a relentless force that tugged at his essence, drawing him away from the familiar, decaying landscape of his legend. The fog coalesced, forming a towering, amorphous figure, its form shifting and indistinct, yet radiating an undeniable aura of ancient power. The entity, a being of unfathomable hunger, had arrived. Its countless eyes, glowing with a malevolent crimson light, fixed upon him, a silent, predatory gaze that pierced his very soul. The entity's voice, a chorus of whispers and screams that transcended language, echoed through the void, a symphony of suffering and sacrifice. It spoke of trials, of endless hunts, and of the sweet, intoxicating fear that fueled its insatiable hunger. Candyman, a creature of legend, a manifestation of urban fear, felt a cold dread that eclipsed even the terror he had inflicted upon others. He was no longer the apex predator, the embodiment of a city's nightmares. He was now a plaything, a pawn in the entity's twisted game. The entity's tendrils, shadowy and grasping, reached for him, pulling him into the swirling vortex of its maw. He felt his form being altered, his essence reshaped to serve its dark purpose. The hook, his iconic weapon, became an extension of the entity's will, imbued with a dark, unholy power. The swarm of bees, once his loyal servants, now buzzed with a frenzied, predatory energy. The entity's voice, now a command, resonated through him. Hunt, suffer, serve. The decaying apartment, his familiar hunting ground, dissolved into the twisted, nightmarish realm of the entity. The fog swirled, and the gnarled trees and distorted shadows solidified, forming the hunting grounds of an eternal nightmare. He was no longer Daniel Robitaille, the Candyman, a tragic figure reborn as a vengeful spirit. He was a killer, a creature of the entity's design, forever bound to its dark purpose, forever hunting in the fog. The sweet scent of decay, once a mark of his presence, now mingled with the acrid stench of fear, a testament to his eternal torment.